Hello and welcome to today's lesson, which is a tune called The Red-Haired Boy. This is an Irish tune which is normally played as a reel, I think, but I've kind of given it a bit of a swing and turned it into what I think is a hornpipe. Anyway, I think it works really well with this feel. See what you think. So this is in the key of G Mixolydian. The notes for that scale are, well, it's the same notes as going from C to C, but you go from G to G instead, using all the white notes you'd find on the piano. So the notes are G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, we also have a higher A. We also have some lower notes. We've got a low C, a low D, we have an E, a low F, and we also have an F sharp. Okay, so we'll get to those notes as we play them. But basically, it's in the key of G, G Mixolydian, G mix if you like. Don't worry about that. Just learn the notes on the far right hand side and then get into playing the tune, which starts on the left hand side. The only sharp in this tune is the F sharp, which is here on the right hand side. Finger 3. That's the only time you need to go to the accidental rows. So you're on the middle 2 rows on this side. So finger 1 on this row, finger 2 on this, and over here, finger 1 on this row, finger 2 on this row, all the way through. And so the only time you need to use your third finger is on the F sharp on the far right hand side. So lots of going up and down the ladder, as we say, on the middle 2 rows. The first section of the tune goes like this. So it's a nice run up. I'm just going to close my bellows a little bit there. So start on the low D. When I say low D, I mean the lowest D on the English concertina, well, on the treble concertina, one I have, and it's more or less underneath the thumb strap here. So it's there. I'll get my finger out of the way. It's that one there. Okay, so we play one of those, 2 Gs, an F sharp on the right hand side, G again, A, B, C, D, E, and then back to D, down to B, up to C, B, and then C. So the whole section there is. The more normal feel for this is like this. Sort of dead straight, but I've given it this kind of swing, which I think sounds really good. Others may disagree, of course. So we played 2 bars of 4. So the way I'm counting it, look on the left hand side, look down the column, and you see I'm counting it 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, 4. I'm on the 3rd bar. I'm going to go like this. D, C, B, A, G, A, B, G. So sort of a rundown. Goes back up and comes down there. And the 4th bar, A, F, D on the right hand side. Okay, and then on the left hand side an E, back to the F, down to the D, and down to low C. Low C is this one here, again underneath the thumb strap. Here. And that's middle C on the piano, by the way. But bar 5 and bar 6 we've done before. And the last bar of page 1, that's the sort of the column on the far left if you like, is like this. So it's a high D, okay, the D over here on the left hand side, high G over here on the right, high A, back to high G, down to F and D on the left hand side, and then C on the right. So that last bar, and I should say at this point, when I played the piece, and I recorded it the other day, I'd actually learnt it off by heart. This is one, it's fairly quick, and I'm not playing it anywhere near the correct pace, and the correct pace is much faster than what I played it at, but it's fairly brisk, pretty hard to read it off the tab and play it, so I really recommend learning this one off by heart. Then we're on to page 2, and we've got ending number 1, and it's the B, G, G, D, C. The counting is 1, 2, 3, 4. You go back to the beginning of page 1. Having repeated page 1, you go on to page 2, but instead of doing first time ending, you do second time ending, which sounds like this. B, G, G, D, E. There's a lot on the left hand side there. And it runs up D, E, and you're into the next section, which is the third bar of page 2. And we have this section. F, E, F, G, F, E, D, E, F, E, D, B, C, B, C. So kicking off that high F. And then this bit we've done before. That section there, which is the one but last bar of this page, A, F, D on the right hand side, E on the left hand side, F on the right hand side, then D, and then down to low C. That section there, that was one of the first parts that I learnt off by heart, because it kind of stuck as a sort of shape. If that makes any sense. I've said this before, I often think of learning a tune as like learning a new journey, and the journey becomes more and more familiar as you go on it several times, and that's the way I think of it, and it really helps me. Last bar of page 2, we've heard that before, haven't we? Page 3, we've heard this before, and this before. And then that first time ending, so you repeat page 2, go on to page 3, but you do the second time ending, which is simply B, G, G. So it's one of those pieces that you need to practice an awful lot, perhaps more than some of the others I've taught so far. It's probably the hardest one we've done to date, certainly the fastest, and as I say, I'm very glad I've got this Marcus concertina, which is very responsive and pretty fast. We say that the notes speak quickly. That means you press the button and you hear the note instantly, and there's no kind of gap, and you need that for Irish definitely. And I think it's a really great piece. I've really enjoyed practicing it. It's taken me about 3 weeks to practice it up for the videos, but hopefully you'll think it's worth it. It's a really good fun piece to play. It's a really lovely piece to play, and I'm sure people will be impressed when you play it to them. So I'm going to carry on practicing it, trying to get the speed up, but not at the expense of accuracy. If you find you're falling over loads, then you definitely need to slow down. Don't rush it too much. So anyway, that is the end of today's lesson, and I hope you enjoyed it.